Eventually, 1 in 5 was lost. 600 airmen were killed or captured in a single day. It became known as Black Thursday. The promise of daylight bombing had met the hard limits of technology. If the bombers couldn't be protected, the entire strategy, the very backbone of America's air war, would collapse. Inside the high command at 8th Air Force headquarters in England, the message was blunt. Find a way to escort the bombers all the way to Berlin, or stop sending them. What they needed was a fighter with the speed of a P-47, the altitude of a Spitfire, and the range of neither. What they had, sitting quietly in limited service, was a design few yet trusted, the North American P-51 Mustang. Originally built for the British, the Mustang began its life as an export project. Its first version, powered by an Allison engine, was agile but lacked high-altitude performance. It was fast, yes, but not revolutionary. What transformed it came later, when engineers fitted it with the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, the same power plant that gave the Spitfire its grace in the Battle of Britain. The result was a miracle of balance, speed, climb, range, and efficiency, all in one aircraft. With external fuel tanks slung beneath its wings, the Mustang could reach Berlin and return, but proving that on paper wasn't enough. To fly 1,500 miles across occupied Europe, to fight and then fly back, required not just engineering, it required belief. That belief would come in March 1944, when the Allied command decided to test the impossible. For the first time, a full wing of Mustangs would escort bombers to the German capital itself, a mission never attempted before. Pilots called it suicide. Commanders called it necessary, because by then the air war had reached its breaking point. Every unescorted raid meant hundreds of empty bunks. Every loss delayed the coming invasion of Europe. If the bombers couldn't reach Berlin, D-Day might never happen. And so amid the cold winds of early March, with snow still clinging to the hedgerows of East Anglia, mechanics began loading the drop tanks that would carry the Mustangs farther than any fighter had ever gone. No one knew if the planes could make the distance. But they would try, because somewhere across the gray waters of the Channel, over 700 bombers would soon rise into the same sky, and they were counting on the Mustangs to get them home. On March 3, 1944, the final orders were issued. Mission 250, target Berlin. Objective, cripple Luftwaffe aircraft production and send a message. Nowhere in Germany was safe anymore. The bombing force would consist of over 700 heavy bombers,